So I fell a little behind on Hell's Kitchen Battle of the States, right? For one reason only, and that was because of the World Series, the Fall Classic. Crazy, amazing, loved it. All right, so let's get back on track here. So here we got episode 5 of season 24 of Hell's Kitchen Battle of the States, and I knew this was going to happen. Well, let's get to let's make it quick, right? So you went ahead, you had the challenge go on, and the red team went ahead and won. Blue team had to make something from scratch. I don't know. I'm not too into culinary arts that much, but they had to make it from scratch. Apparently, it was something tedious. It was something that nobody wanted to do, and it was just like, wow, okay. Moving on to dinner service is exactly what I was waiting for because the way the episode previous to this one, which was episode 4, ended with Kat being eliminated and then Chef Ramsay sending everybody to the back except for Bradley, who I believe is representing Louisiana, calls Bradley up to the front and center, and I remember saying on the last review, saying, okay, I don't think he's going to eliminate him because that's an odd way to eliminate him. Chef Ramsay has done something like this before where he has said, I'm not done yet, and calls somebody front center and eliminates them. But the fact that he told everybody to go to the back is what threw me off. I'm like, okay, I don't think he's gonna eliminate him. Why would he tell everybody to go to the back? Instead, he told everybody to go to the back. Bradley comes front and center, and he has a conversation with Bradley, right? Basically telling him, look, I got my eye on you. I need you to communicate. I need your voice. I cannot coach your voice. I cannot root for your voice. You need to do that on your own. So there was a magnifying glass on him for this dinner service. And this guy failed. Boy, did he fail. Now, Chef Ramsay, even during dinner service, kind of, pumped them up a little bit, like, come on, man, let's go, let's get it together, let's handle, root your team on. And he's all like, yes, chef. He goes back to the team and says, all right, guys, let's get together. We are not going to get kicked out of this kitchen tonight. How much longer on that halibut? Or he got the order wrong. And it was just like, wow, wow. This is just coming just a few seconds from Chef Ramsay giving you a nice little pep talk during dinner service. So, sure enough, he was picked up for elimination along with Anthony, which I look, they picked two other guys, which it was clear. It was clear. Nobody else was going home. Nobody else was going home. I mean, the only reason why Anthony went up there really was just because he cheered because they finished dinner service and they did a piss poor job. Sure, they finished, but it's not like they were, very successful. And Chef Ramsay got upset at that. But it was Bradley. Bradley gets eliminated, and that was the end of that. And rightfully so. This guy looked so frustrated. He looked so out of place. He just didn't belong. The kitchen was way, way, way too overwhelming for this guy. So yeah, the right guy got eliminated. And let's see what happens now. Because now Anthony seems like he's pretty upset. When he's walking back, after they eliminate Bradley and he's walking back, he's saying that, you know what, we're a team, but screw this. I'm in it for myself. He feels a certain way, the fact that they um, picked him to go up there. But I mean, you got to pick somebody, and nobody really did that bad. All the focus was on Bradley, on how screwed up he was, on how screwed up he is. So, I mean, you had to pick somebody. And by the way, Anthony wasn't the only one picked. I forgot the other guy who was picked who went up there. It was the guy who dropped his plate during the challenge. But there was no question whatsoever that Bradley was going home on this one. So he's gone. I'll catch you guys on the next episode.